Credit Karma put together a list of the best states for first-time homebuyers, and Pennsylvania was number 1 on that list. They created that list based on median pricing, overall cost of living, home appreciation, homebuyer programs, etc. Here in Pennsylvania, we definitely do not see the huge influxes of people like other states such as Florida, Texas, etc. Here in PA, it is a very slow and steady growth over the years. Pennsylvania is one of the most affordable and popular states for relocation, but why is that? We're going to go over all of that on this video. Hi there, I'm Corey Benhart, your Pennsylvania realtor. All of my contact information is down below. I would love to hear from you. Let's get started. Pennsylvania's growth has always been slow and steady over the years, but it has picked up a little bit over the past few years due to people realizing that Pennsylvania has some of the highest rated schools. We have all 4 seasons. It is one of the best states for retirees, etc. Because we don't have the huge fluctuations in cost of living and the population like other states, let's first dive into the market and see what is real estate like in this current day here in Pennsylvania. Looking back about a year or so ago, buyers had to go up against 10, 20, 30 plus offers, offering over asking price, waiving all contingencies, everything that they needed to do to get a house, buyers were offering to do it. And they were still losing out on 5, 10, 20 plus different homes before they were able to get one. The market is definitely not like that nowadays. The market now is very stable. In most parts of the state, it is a seller's market, but if a seller tries to list a home that is over the price that it should be listed, or if the property does not reflect the appropriate condition that it should be in order to sell it, then those types of houses are sitting on the market for a long time, as opposed to a year or even a couple years ago when even homes like that, they were still selling because there was such little inventory and interest rates were so low that people didn't really care. They just wanted to get a house no matter what, and then they would just worry about updating it as the years go on. The average home in Pennsylvania is taking right around 25 days on the market to sell, and of course that is the entire state of Pennsylvania. I've seen anything from 3 days to 35 days. It really does depend where in Pennsylvania you would end up moving to. Homes that are priced right in great locations and are updated are selling quite fast, but it's a great time to buy because you don't have to deal with the intense competition like you would have a year or so ago. It's still considered a seller's market because inventory is still very low, which causes increased demand in the market. Another great option for buyers in this market is new construction because the homes that are very desired may still get a couple of offers, so you would have to compete maybe a little bit, but again, it really does depend on the specific house. But if you're looking at new construction, you don't have to compete with anything or anybody. You would just go in, tour the community, and if you like a home or if you like the plot of land, you can design your home. There's no over asking price or waiving anything or nothing like that, like on the normal resale market. When it comes to new construction, in some cases, you might even be able to negotiate things such as the builder paying for some of your closing costs, helping you buy down the interest rate. They might be able to offer some free upgrades for your new home or other incentives just like that. I have clients who initially did not think that they would be able to look at a new construction home because they didn't have the 6 to 12 month time frame until they could wait to buy and then move to Pennsylvania. But instead, we were able to find them a quick move-in home within about 1 to 3 months. So if you need to move to Pennsylvania and you don't have 6 to 12 months to look for a home or wait for a home to be built, don't discount new construction altogether. There are definitely still new construction communities out there that would still be able to offer you maybe a 1 to 3 month time frame for a new home. All right, so now let's talk affordability. Pennsylvania has always been known to be one of the most affordable states in the country, and more specifically on the East Coast. Although Pennsylvania has experienced some great growth over the past couple of years, it is still considered very affordable. No matter which part of Pennsylvania you end up moving to, you can still get the benefits of living in an affordable state, but also in a fantastic location within the country. Anywhere from a couple of minutes to a couple of hours from the mountains, from the beach, every type of river and lake that you can imagine, depending on where you end up moving within the state. If you're planning to move to the Philadelphia metro area, you could end up being only a couple of minutes or an hour or so from Center City, Philadelphia, 2 hours from New York City, 2 hours from the Pocono Mountains, and right around 2 or so hours from the Jersey Shore as well. There are not many states that are still considered affordable while still being close to 2 of the largest cities in the entire country, a beach, and the mountains. So now when it comes to the taxes, when it comes to income tax in Pennsylvania, we're known to be a flat rate income tax state, which means no matter how much you make, everyone gets taxed at the same 3.07% 10% tax rate, except if you live in a couple of specific counties that tax additional on top of that Pennsylvania rate. We're also seeing more and more companies start to move to Pennsylvania, so we're also becoming more diversified for our job market here as well. So what is there to do here in PA? Well, I'll first start that since we have all 4 seasons all throughout the year, there are plenty of different activities for every season we have. So if you're an outdoorsy person, you will love Pennsylvania, the change of seasons, and all the different activities that are offered in each season. Besides outdoor activities, we have tons of history here in Pennsylvania, so tons of exhibits, museums, etc. One of my favorite places to visit in the state is the Hershey factory in Hershey, Pennsylvania. As you can guess, the Hershey chocolate bar and the Hershey company was founded here in Pennsylvania. They have a water and amusement park on their campus. My favorite part is the chocolate factory tour, where you not only get to see behind the scenes of how they make the candy, but you can also make your own, and then the tour ends with their massive candy store, which has all of the freshest chocolate that you'll ever try. If you plan on moving or visiting in Pennsylvania, I would highly recommend coming to take a look in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and visit the Hershey factory. So when it comes to the quality of life in Pennsylvania, that encompasses a bunch of different categories, such as the affordability, housing, things to do, the weather, etc. But specifically for Pennsylvania, I think the quality of life here is great because of the close proximity to some of the best and biggest cities in the entire country. The beach, the mountains, etc. But also all of the things to do all year long. So I know that it is only really hot here in Pennsylvania about 5 to 5.5 months, maybe 6 months a year. But when it comes to the change of seasons and you actually get to experience and see the change of seasons, it is breathtaking, and you will fall in love with the weather that we have here in PA. So in my opinion, Pennsylvania is one of the best states when it comes to quality of life. When it comes to the interest rates, I know that's a huge topic both in the market, in the media, on the news, etc. Interest rates are certainly not stopping people from moving here, because there are so many different ways to get those rates lower than what you're seeing online or in the news. Sellers or builders can give you a credit towards your closing costs or towards buying down your rate so you have a lower rate. You could go with a loan program that offers a lower interest rate for the first couple of years, and then you could refinance into hopefully a lower rate then. There are truly so many different options. So if the interest rate is a big concern of yours, please do not let it stop you from moving to the great state of Pennsylvania. So if you're ready to make the move or have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. All of my information is below. I would love to help you find your perfect Pennsylvania home. I look forward to seeing you over on this next video.